This is the gist I'm trying to help you guys understand here on this channel, and I'm the only channel on YouTube, from what I can tell, that's talking about this stuff, whereas everyone else is glorifying real estate like it's somehow the end-all be-all solution, when in fact it's not a solution for net cash flow over the short term much at all. Seldom is it ever. Hey, welcome back to the VIP Financial Education YouTube channel, where we help you go further, faster financially while remaining safe in the process. Hey, what's up, cash flowers? Obviously just chilling in the tub. I am operating today off of my new GoPro 8. I'm not too sure about what to expect on audio and so forth, but we're giving it everything we've got today because I've got a lot of updates for you. This is just going to be a little more conversational, but I hope it sparks some ideas because there's a lot happening. I want to talk about recent homelessness. That's right. We did just finally decide to give up our place in Denver. So we are operating as transients. I want to talk a little bit about how we've been living and traveling for free. I'm currently under contract on yet another business. So we are buying another property. I want to talk about real estate. Real estate is really freaking hard to buy right now in Colorado, where you can make any money. Unless, of course, you solve the short-term net cash flow equation, at which point real estate can actually become a lot easier. So we're here at the short-term rental investment property. This is what I've called a lifestyle asset. I guess you could say in a sense we've moved in. All of our stuff is right back here in this welding shop. Kind of stressful having things in storage, if you will, but this property is over the top livable. We got the Polaris over there, and obviously we call the Jeep Wrangler the Rhino. It's Rhino coated. That thing is my dream car. And we've just been having a blast. We're staying here. We blocked out dates so that tenants or guests can't come in and use it right now. And we've been doing ourselves some traveling when guests are here. Those are the guests that had previously reserved. We've been blocked well into this year. Most of the summer's already taken here. So what are we doing? What the hell are we doing? Well, here's the thing. We were over the city. So from a lifestyle standpoint, we made a firm decision, Kellyanne and I, to just not renew and not stay down there anymore. Getting kind of tired about, of how dirty it's becoming. We unfortunately have a really bad homelessness problem. And now that we have Dolce, we don't want her eating feces and cigarette butts. So we are now transitioning and have really just been enjoying the solitude out here in the country. This property is a property that makes us a good deal of money. When people come and stay here, on average, we make over $1,200 per guest visit. That's in net profit. Obviously, we still have to pay a mortgage on this at this time. We've had the property now for about 10 months. It's been amazing. I mean, it cash flows really, really well, but we do have to get up and get out. The downside, of course, is you're really kind of using it as a vacation home yourself, and it's got to be ready for your next guests and have a lot of cleaners coming in, so it stays really, really clean. We have to have systems in place to take our stuff out of here and be able to empty the cabinets and the refrigerator and so forth. And there's just a lot of space here that we have carved out for landlord use only. Almost all the closets lock. And we've just done that to make it guest ready so we can earn those high nightly rates. We're seeing anywhere between $300 to $850 a night at this location, depending on what's going on in town. So it's been a really wonderful experience for us. But what I really wanted to talk about today is how difficult it's become to find awesome investment properties that cash flow really well beyond, several $100s per month, which doesn't excite me at all. And because of that, we are diversifying yet again. This has been something that I've been holding off on telling you guys, but I am sitting here on pins and needles today. Today is the day that I am supposed to find out whether or not we are going to be closing within the next few days on a brand new business in Chicago. So let me tell you a little bit about that business and give you guys some perspective, because almost all of you, when I have my coaching sessions with you, by the way, I give a free coaching session to everybody here on YouTube as a gift. It is a non-solicitous, directional call with an expert who has had a track record of success, yours truly, and I help guide you, okay? This is a very, very valuable conversation for everybody who has taken part. You have to have at least $500 worth of cash flow to claim one. But just simply go to freecoachingcalendar.com and get on the calendar for yours. There is a 4-month wait approximately right now. And I have these coaching sessions and almost everybody says the same thing. I want to buy real estate. 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 Real estate's amazing. We love real estate. We can all, I'm sure, agree that we love the prospecting for real estate. We love the hard asset of real estate. We like the financial potential of the real estate. We like the long-term investment advantages of real estate. Very, very few of us like crybaby tenants and leaky toilets, right? So we may spend countless hours on Zillow, but when we get that call from a tenant, we start kind of saying, is this really worth it? Now, let me tell you when it is worth it. It's worth it when you can pay these damn things off. I have a property right now that cash flows $3,000 a month because I own it free and clear. I want to help you guys get there. That is when getting a call from a tenant is just slightly annoying versus full-blown burden. And cash flow, as my good friend Art likes to say, is the single biggest aspirin in the world. And so what I've learned to do, and what I encourage you guys to do, is solve the short-term net cash flow equation before diving in to long-term net worth investing, because long-term net worth investing is a very long-term collection of results. It means that decades from now, you're happy you bought this property, but $300, $400, $500, $600 a month in leftover cash flow, it's not going to really change anything about your circumstances when it comes to having a lot more freedom of choice. Let's face it. I mean, don't kid yourself. An extra $500 a month is not going to change your life in any way. How would an extra $5,000 a month impact your life, though? How would an extra $10,000 a month impact your life, though? So again, I'm waiting right now on pins and needles to find out whether or not this business in Chicago is going to close. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it so you can get an idea of what we look at. This business is a storefront CBD store in one of the hottest areas of Chicago. It's non-THC. Which hopefully helps us get around some of the red tape that is involved in the banking industry and so forth. But I'm already seeing some complications. And I'll go through a really detailed video that spells all this out for you. But long story short, about 6 weeks ago in December, I had an audience member here from YouTube who signed up for a free coaching session reveal that she was attempting to buy this specific business. Now, because of various circumstances, it frankly would not be possible for her, but it is possible for us. And through countless communications between both her and the seller of the business, we've now arranged a negotiation where the three of us would be partners, myself being the largest shareholder at 80%, and those two coming in at 20% collectively. We're going to attempt to run this storefront that's been open now for 6 years. Now, what is it that matters most to me about buying a business? Profit, cash flow. I want to see the books. And having gone through an in-depth analysis of tax returns and P&Ls, as well as bank statements, as well as the lease agreement, as well as a formal trip to Chicago to meet all the staff and count inventory, we have landed on a sales price of $185,000 for a business that in 2019 brought in $437,000 in gross income. This is a 6-year-old business, so highly established. It's been in the same location now for 3 years, and they just entered into an additional 3-year extension at this location. The net profit, which is the only number that really matters to me, is just shy of $150,000 per year. Why would I take the time to invest $185,000 somewhere else in the country out of my own backyard, which would be required to get into anything in real estate that could produce for me numbers that make sense and make it worth my while? There are no properties for sale at the $185,000 price point in Colorado that isn't a mobile home, which means that in order to get $500, $600, $700 per month in net cash flow, I'm looking at a state, and it's going to be really difficult to find those numbers at this point. It's just too competitive. When instead I can go out and buy a business that's going to net profit me over $10K per month as an absentee owner, where it's effectively successfully being run right now by a really top-notch collection of employees, and I can still maintain the partnerships with both the gal who brought me the deal, who she ends up having a tremendous amount of background in entrepreneurship and in actually in in the food industry. She had products on the shelves of every Target across the country. And hopefully you'll meet her, guys. I'm going to bring her on and she'll share her story or her perspective about how this whole thing unfolded, because I think it's important for you guys to understand that as audience members, this relationship can go much deeper than just having one free coaching session. She signed up for a free coaching session, just like I encouraged you to do about 5 minutes ago. And we are about to enter into a partnership agreement together where we are going to co-own a dispensary, keeping the current seller who's built this from scratch over the last 6 years as a partial owner. The current staff is all trained and ready to go. They are absolutely killing it. When I flew to Chicago to do some diligence on this place, count inventory, meet the staff, etc., they closed $2,000 that Sunday in sales while I was sitting there. Very exciting times, guys. So I'm trying to convey that while real estate is a really exciting topic here on the channel, and I want to help each and every one of you become really successful real estate investors, I usually recommend looking at solving that short-term net cash flow equation, because with just this one purchase, using $185,000 from a debt weapon, which is half of what I would have to spend to get a property in Colorado on the low end, I'm able to produce 150 grand in profit. How does that compare to $500 a month or $6,000 a year? I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? And by the way, I wouldn't find a property for 185 in Colorado, which would mean I would have to buy it out of state, which would mean it would chew into my cash flow because I'm going to have it managed. Guys, when you go out and you buy assets like a store similar to this that produce for you an extra 10K or 11K, and I think that the numbers on this can actually go up by an additional 100,000 per year, it will not. I will be surprised if we don't have this particular location, based on changes that I plan to make to it, producing 20,000 per month in profits before the next, say, 18 months max. $20,000 a month means that I can go out and buy another property. After 10 months, I've got $200,000 down. Now I can buy a property in Colorado that costs $400,000 with a 50% down payment. Now that property's cash flowing in a big way. Now that property leaves me with a tremendous amount of safety because I don't have quite that same loan to value pinch I would otherwise have if I were putting 30% less down. Or let's say that the cash flow was $250 more every month, and instead of $500, I'm cash flowing $750 because of that extra money down. I have so much more breathing room. I have room for errors. I have room for unexpected and unpleasant surprises. This is the gist I'm trying to help you guys understand here on this channel, and I'm the only channel on YouTube, from what I can tell, that's talking about this stuff, whereas everyone else is glorifying real estate like it's somehow the end-all be-all solution, when in fact it's not a solution for net cash flow over the short term much at all. Seldom is it ever. Only rare examples. If you follow what I'm telling you, that is how you will accomplish real estate becoming a short-term net cash flow solution. Like, say, the property I have over by Red Rocks, $500,000 property, free and clear, $3,000 a month in rent is mine to keep. That's a short-term net cash flow solution. But when I had a mortgage on it, it wasn't. So with that in mind, my friend, I hope you're a subscriber to the channel. Go ahead and claim that free coaching session now. They go quickly, and the wait is long. I understand that, but I've knocked it down from around 10 months to only 4 months now. If you have at least $500 per month in net cash flow and you're not letting me take a look at what you're working on, well, then you're not truly an entrepreneur, because I'm giving it to you as a courtesy. And if you don't have extra sets of eyes and extra brain power from people that are a lot more experienced and have a proof of a track record of success, then people are going to run circles around you. People who do have those teams and have those mentors and that guidance are going to run circles around you. So don't be left in the dust, friend. I'm giving it to you for free. Claim your free cash flow cruncher as well, cashflowcruncher.com. I'll put the links in the description, freecoachingcalendar.com to get your free session. And looking forward to speaking with you myself personally, getting you pointed in the right direction, guys. Thanks for hanging in there with me and taking a soak in the tub. Now get out there and make something happen. Check it out, guys. The contract. Just about done with it. Gonna get it over to the sellers, buying a $185,000 business using a debt weapon. Hopefully we get this thing to the closing table. I'd say we're about 90%. You know, that signature, that accounts for quite a bit here, guys. So we're getting close. Let's get there. I'm excited.